What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on the ever-going war between accredited hockey media and people like myself who do it on our own and don't get the media access and have to create our own ways of interviewing players and getting into events, and which I think helps us put a better product together because we work for it. But that's neither here nor there. And you guys saw the games I'm going to be going to between BU, BC, and then the trip to Erie to watch McDavid. So between McDavid, Eichel, Hannafin, get to see them all without media passes. I might just get some interviews too. So hashtag hate the best. But Adrian Dater, beat writer for the Avalanche. I enjoy reading his stuff. His books are very, very good. Acted unprofessional last night, which for a whole group of people that's supposed to be professional at all times. First of all, the original tweet wasn't that bad. He essentially called Braden McNabb a pussy, or for throwing a pussy hit in the 2011 Memorial Cup on then Avalanche prospect, or still Avalanche prospect, Joe Heishon. Was not a clean hit, but I think the Colorado Avalanche employed Claude Lemieux for a long time, and he didn't exactly throw every hit clean either. And obviously, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. And McNabb actually has expressed remorse for throwing that hit. And you look at McNabb at the time being a 19, 20-year-old kid trying to make an impact on a big stage, and obviously it completely derailed Heishon's career, even though he's back playing pro hockey and got up in the show a little bit last year in the playoffs. But you still would like to see him make a full-scale recovery. And I think McNabb would like to see that as well. Nobody wants to see a player miss extended periods of time like that and possibly see their career end. And also keep in mind that McNabb at the time was 20 years old and trying to make an impact. That's the way it happens. And you don't want to see those injuries happen, but that's the nature of the beast in hockey. But injuries happen, and again, McNabb's apologized for it several times over. Now the hits out of we've talked about that. Dater has an opinion of that hit. That's fine. That's his opinion. A woman tweeted at him saying that he was wrong, and rather than saying what I'd say, which is, if you don't like to quote Jay-Z, if you don't like my lyrics, you can press fast forward. If you don't like what I'm tweeting, just unfollow me. He said, you're a woman, you're not a guy, you wouldn't be able to understand one. First of all, women hockey fans aren't that bad. They actually know their shit for the most part, unlike most other women's sports. I'm generalizing here, but most women hockey fans actually are pretty good at when they're talking about it and can break it down. And the NHL has some amazing female commentators, with Catherine Tappan and Andy Petrillo, women like that, that exude professionalism and are able to do just as good a job as most men in the industry, if not better. Having said that, Dater lashed out, and then he lashed out at Jesse Spector. And I like Spector. I read his stuff. I just think at times he's a little overly politically correct on every issue. He hates Barstool too, which pisses me off. But he called them out for being a political, and then ended the email with a cough, and his Spector screen capped it. So there's a civil war brewing in the hockey media ranks, and it's unfortunate, but again, I didn't see any problem with the original tweet. And obviously it was kind of controversial, but opinionated, and it definitely had some people coming up with their own thoughts on the matter, which that's fine, that's par for the course. But if you're going to be able to go there, you have to be able to respond in a manner that's not essentially ad hominem towards the people that differ, have differing opinions than you. And I think those of us that have to work to get everything, and I'm not criticizing anyone's work ethic here, but I want to throw everything that I've worked for away by saying something stupid like that. And hopefully Dater apologized and all that shit. But and the thing is, I like reading Dater. He's a New England guy, so obviously give some props to the local guys, but at the same time, you want to see him act in a manner that exudes professionalism, because if those in the hockey media are going to judge people that blog and video blog as being unprofessional and not in that fraternity, it's ridiculous. And it's like I told my dad this morning. I'm like, the people that intern and work their ways up in those media ranks, they're fetching coffee for Dan Shaughnessy and Kevin Dupont. No, there's anything wrong with that, but at the same time, how does that make you any better than going out there and trying to make your own connections, trying to make it happen on your own? Why is that the professional way to do it, and this the Bush League way of doing it? But I mean, hey, it is what it is. Bottom line, I think the follow up was worse than the original thing with Dater, and I'm gonna continue reading his columns, so whatever. That's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on Adrian Data and the State of Hockey Media. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the preseason and beyond. Later, guys.